here talking with Randy Phelps, who has a dairy outside of Homedale. And Randy, would you like to tell us how long you've been in the dairy business and what your operation consists of here?
Well, I started when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school. We did sell out for 4 or 5 years and got back into it.
I see. Well, I see now you maybe get a little information about your feeding program. I see they're kind of giving them a self-feeding program here with the big bales. What else does your feed consist of?
Ground corn. I mix the Sweet Pro Fresh Start in it.
And besides that, I noticed you have some Sweet Pro blocks out for the different calves there. How long have you been using the product?
Just a little over a year. All the minerals I fed in the past all did their job equally. This one, after feeding it about 3 months, I did notice a difference, and I switched over to it completely that time.
And when you first started using it, did you put everything on it, or did you just go in stages?
It was in stages. I started with Fresh Start in the feed, and also half of it was the old mineral I was using.
Well, tell us then, how has the cows been doing on it as far as their milking in comparison to years past when you haven't used it?
Milking, I'm up about 8 pounds this summer over last summer. My conception rate is definitely better than last summer, but this last summer, the summer before, it was worse than usual. So it's better.
Well, we see that benefit on almost all dairies when they start to use it. But I noticed that you have the blocks out with the heifers that you're raising and your younger animals. How have they been responding to using Sweet Pro blocks?
A lot better. I don't feed any grain to them anymore. Their bellies stay up nice and tight. They don't have that big old barrel belly.
Okay. Well, if you were kind of summarizing the benefits of you feeding Sweet Pro here on your dairy, what would you say the benefits are, the greatest benefits to you?
The health of the cattle. They've been healthy. They utilize the feed better than without it. That was the thing I noticed. And
that can be quite a savings too, because you say you do grow a lot of your own feed stuff, but then some of it you purchase. How does that work out?
Well, I raise about 50% of my feed. Some years I raise grain, some years I raise hay.
Okay. And then you just buy whatever else you need to mix in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you use any other concentrates like soybean meal or distiller's grain or that in your ration?
I have fed soybean meal, but I've dropped it out. I still feed a little cottonseed with the corn, ground corn.
I see. A lot of people aren't familiar as to how you actually utilize the Fresh Start in your dairy mix. Can you tell us just what you do in order to, and how you buy it and how you use it?
I have a grinder mixer, and as I'm grinding the corn, I buy the Fresh Start in a 1-ton tote. I take a bucket, scoop out, I count the buckets, pour it into the grinder. Then I dump it into a feed truck, mix it with some cottonseed, and feed it out to the milk cows.
And you're on a twice-a-day feeding regimentation?
Yes, twice a day.
And then you said you also use that same mix to draw them into the dairy barn?
Yes, same mix, except I leave the cottonseed out. It just works easier that way.
How have the calves been doing? On some of the other dairies, we've noticed that the baby calves, since the cows were on the Fresh Start or the Sweet Pro, have been doing real well. How have your calves been doing?
My calves, in the last year, we've only lost about 2, which is better than we have been doing.
Well, that's the one thing we've noticed, is that the calves are coming out stronger, more vigorous, you know, and so that seems to play right in with what you're doing here with your program.